So I'm going to be showing you how I'm making money right now on GTA 5 Online. And trust me, the money method is about to show you can make you a lot of money right now, 100% so on GTA 5 Online. With that being said, let's jump right into this. So I jumped in GTA 5 Online. I'm feeling crisp as a fart in a summer wind. So right here I'm calling my boy Franklin, the big F, right? As you said, why are you calling Franklin up on your phone? Well, guess what? He has a payphone hit, and did you know payphone hits right now are paying 2 times the money and RP? Meaning you can do this every 10 minutes in GTA 5 Line. You can make yourself $1 million pretty darn fast. So I went to the payphone Franklin told me to go to, and I went to him like, what you got me to do? He's like, Dib, you gotta go. There's a Target, right? We love Target. But this is very important right here. In order to get myself all the money for this gosh darn payphone hit, Franklin's gonna tell me, Dib, you gotta do something special. And trust me, something special is about to be done. I had to come over here to the taxi place because Franklin said, Dib, you gotta play Crazy Taxi within GTA 5. I'm like, all right, sounds Gucci to me. So bada boom, bada bing, I got myself a nice little taxi. Then I double checked what Franklin had to say because I'm pretty sure I have short-term memory. What am I playing? So being a taxi, I had to play as a taxi. I said, sir, get into this taxi. We got to take you to point A to point B. And he said, Debbie, you can take me to get some food. I'm like, all right, I'll get you some food. But I told him it can't be Taco Bell because I'm going to some midnight wars with Taco Bell recently. That's what I gotta say. Over here, Ron has a gosh darn gas station. Pretty cool. Told the guy in the back seat, dude, I gotta go into here. I need to get myself some sushi from my gosh darn gas station. Also, if you get any kind of food from a gas station, you're playing with fire. And coincidentally, we're gonna make a fire right here. So I got a little sticky boy right here. Gonna plant it right here just for the scenery. I'm like, all right, I gotta get myself out of this situation right here because this is the bonus I gotta do. I made it to the sidewalk here because I don't want any turds hit me from this distance. And bada boom, bada bing, got myself $90,000. Can you believe it right there? We just love to see it. Now I can do this every 10 minutes in GTA 5 Online. Trust me, I can make myself $1 million pretty darn fast with that. But wait, we still got more money methods coming up in this video. So there's a time trial right now in GTA Online you can do, and it's pretty darn easy. A minute and 16 seconds. We got to do this right here. I can tell you, look how easy this thing is. No jokes, there's a couple fat steps away that I can get myself $100,000. Yeah, let's do this. Let me show you something we all can relate to. This right here, absolute pain. Yeah. That's my first time doing this right here. So I tucked my double chin and I said, Dib, listen, we're not going out without a fight here. So I said, I got to do this all over again. Now, this one here can be a little hard. If you do this with a car, it might be a little bit easier. Now, I say easy, I'm talking about crazy. But then again, this is one of those time trials you can probably do with a car. Me personally, I have a bike because I only use a bike with doing time trials because I think I have a couple brain cells left, right? This bike takes all year to turn and it's so stiff. I'll be honest with you, yeah, I should have picked a different bike for this here, but it goes pretty darn fast, that I can tell you. But most of the times I usually end up in the water in this gosh darn time trial, or I hit into a rock. It's one or the other. Now I gotta say it's right here. If you have yourself a bike that isn't as fast as mine, I recommend doing a wheelies because wheelies make you go a lot faster with your bike. If you have a car when doing this, just pray. Now these turns here can get a little crazy. I don't know my left from my rights, but I know it's right here. We're gonna make a lot of money from this thing right here. I usually end up in the water right there. It's one of those spots. Now pro tip, if I go too fast right here, I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna be on that bridge and I gotta watch out right there because usually most of the times I hit into that gosh darn stone into that wall right there. It's one or the other right there, but I went a little slow. Over here I gotta go a little slow too because we know what happened the last time, right? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling rested. My eyes are literally wandering over the page right here, but I tell you it's right here. That rock today is not gonna get me. Sorry about that, you jabroni. Bada boom, may I say, bada bing, $100,000 directly in my Maze bank account, just like that. You can do that as well, but also you can do this in GTA 5 Online, an HSW time trial. 4 minutes. I gotta say, this is a lot easier than the time trial I just did right here. And tell you this right here, this is $250,000 just sitting there waiting for you to get it. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is one of those time trials. It's just gonna take one chance to do. You don't need 2 chances unless a car drives into you. Listen, I don't drive into them. They drive into me all the time. It's never my fault. You could probably relate to that. You ever start driving in this game out of nowhere, a car directly turns right into you? I'm like, where'd you even come from? I gotta be honest, there's a silent fart going up my nostrils right now. This is probably the hardest part, is driving through the town right here because again, these cars, they come out of nowhere. I gotta say, they're like ghosts. Once I hit the gosh darn highway, the high blood pressure is still there. I'll be honest with you, I'm not hearing a little beaming noise in my ear anymore, but no longer feeling good in the neighborhood because I know these cars, again, they turn out of nowhere. It happened like 3 times on the highway. Now my bike is fully upgraded right here. I don't have to do a wheelie with this bike because I can't. I'll be honest with you, I'm too heavy, I think. Now I can look at the street and look at the time at the same time because I got a wandering eye that just wanders over the place right here. So I'm doing some great time here. Literally, I almost had like a minute plus on the clock if I can't count. But tell you the truth, close. No jokes. Like one time I actually crashed over here and I'm like, wow, that shouldn't have happened right here. But I'm right now, I'm in the clear. $250,000 going directly in my pocket. I have $388 million so far in this game, and I can tell you right here, I would give you all of it if I could. Now, next money method right here, I can make myself $1 million plus. If I do all this right here, I got myself a nice little car. This mission right here, a high top tier car, talking about top of the crop, talking about that Taco the Bell at 4 a.m. But you're gonna regret it at 8 a.m. that I gotta say. So I gotta get myself this helicopter because I gotta get myself a nice vehicle because listen, somebody has my car. That's my car, right? So I gotta park my helicopter over here because we're playing the part as a police officer. Now my brain cells are telling me, Deb, listen, don't you throw hands on anybody. Give them a little shockaroo. Listen, sometimes you gotta shock a person. I'm talking about that Tinder profile, meeting them in person, has a beard. I'm like, what is this? But hey, look at this. Farts in the wind right here. I said, what are you talking about farts in the wind? We're gonna put these little fart cans into the vents. Listen, there's 4 vents, there's unlimited farts, so we're doing good in the neighborhood right here. This is the 3rd one, and here's the 4th one. I got a nice little throw right there. Look at this. You see, I can't get a single shot in. This guy here could have taken out the farts. If you can't take the farts, get out of the toilet bowl, right? So now I can go downstairs. Now I gotta get myself the keys. I do a couple zapparoos because I don't know where these keys are in this place here. This place is a dungeon of farts, so I gotta make sure not to mess up because if I mess up, it's gonna be on my cankles. Now right here, the locker room, nice place, right? Gonna zap this guy. Oh, look at this, the keys. Can you believe somebody left the keys in the gosh darn place over here? So now to get myself downstairs, there's a couple people out here that are not really happy with me, but it's a-okay. I hope they're bipolar and they forget about it. Zap this guy, another guy downstairs. Listen, I've done this mission so many times I could probably do this with no hands or eyes. Telekinesis, I think it's called. I don't know my Pokemon powers, but I do know it's right here. The Big T, listen, he's in here, and this guy, excuse me, we gotta get Big T out of here. He done nothing wrong. So I gave him a little Zapparoo. I tried to give that guy Zapparoo. It didn't work. So I said, no what? I gotta do a little button-a-roos right here. Time to open the gosh darn cage match. Now, notice right here. Here comes a guy interfering in my match. Can you believe this? Ref, listen, I don't want to hit this guy upside the head. I want to give him a little shockaroo because we can't get any night-nights just right now. Now I got to get the Big T out of the gosh darn cage match. Because trust me right here, there's only one way to become a world champion in this gosh darn game is get yourself out of the cage match. I got to say, they don't go over the cage anymore. They walk through the doors. If you know wrestling, you know what I'm talking about. Now time to get this man out of here the right way. Watch out for the 2 NPCs walking down the stairs. This first guy, he's running. I'm talking about this guy might be an Olympic runner when you think about it, right? Literally the only thing that's haggard about this little Zapparoo gun right here is it takes some time to recharge. Listen, it's a-okay. I got a little scared and prepared, but time to go over here to the dumpster, one of my favorite places on earth. So I had a little stash over here. You know, you keep a little stash next to your computer, your little fat snacks. That's what I love right here. I love myself a fat snack. So I'm playing video games, I'm chafing it down. So I had this little box that rocks right here. Now, the Big T, listen, if he gets hit by anything, if he loses like anything, I think below 75 or 85, I don't know numbers, but I notice right here, he better start running to this car. Just notice right here, watch out for the little train that comes through here. They don't have good brakes. I can tell you right here, it's public transportation, so it's gotta watch out for it, right? So I got my cool little orange car right here. The KT, I'll be honest with you, he's playing good today. He's not running back. He's not getting hit by anything. He's a Tom of the Brady. I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about football. I just know about Tom Brady. So now I'll get my car, parked it over here. Listen, KT, the Big T, right? We gotta get yourself out of here. So I got myself a helicopter and I flew him over here to the airport. And I flew to this location where my car happens to be sitting. Guys, I just need this car. Stop throwing hands. These guys don't miss. I'll be honest with you, I think Rockstar put auto aim on these gosh darn NPCs. But have no worries. I always have my snacks on hand. You never know when that gosh darn low blood sugar kicks in and you start getting a little shaky. But hey, it's life. You know, this guy almost hit me. Can you believe this? My nice car. I don't know the name of it. I just called it a car because it's a car to me, right? It has 4 wheels. So I made it back to the salvage yard in one cank. I'm like, all right, tremendous. How much do I get? Do I actually get myself the bonus? Did you get yourself the bonus? Well, you best believe I did. Now, the reason why I picked this car because it's a top-tier vehicle for the salvage yard. And if you have a salvage yard, I don't know what you're doing with your life because look at this, $405,000. That means $455,000 I'm going to do right here. Now, I have 30 minutes. Literally, that's a TV show. Actually, TV shows are 22 minutes or 21. But look right here. I ain't crash into anything or anyone. I'm driving safe. You literally have 30 minutes to drive to the gosh darn docks. If you hit into a car, I'll be honest with you, you might want to go back to driving school in this game. I don't think there's a driving school in this game, but if there was, you got to go back to it. Now, as you can see right here, a pretty darn easy sell, just going back to the docks. Now, I can just keep on doing this for the next 2 vehicles as well. Once to do their missions, I got myself $455,000 for the salvage yard sale. But wait, I forgot the auto shop contracts, the double money NRP if you have GTA Plus. I'm like, I want to make myself $1 million. We're actually close to it, so let me do this one first. So I went over here to the garage. I dumped this car. For this car, I got stuck. I'm like, wow. So I almost actually hit this guy right here. He wasn't looking at it, I can tell you right here. But now it's time to get myself downstairs into the vault. Hey, this guy here got a little taller. It's everybody's wish in life nowadays. Now I go downstairs and get myself whatever in the vault, what happens to be gold. So I started scooping up all the gold like cat turds out of kitty litters. I'm like, okay, let's get this gold, right? We get the gold, we can get out of it. No jokes, this mission's fast, and I'll be honest with you, pretty darn easy if you have the right loadout. Down this hallway, either or, there might be ghosts, there might be goblins, but today there's just a guy chilling in an elevator. Listen, I'm gonna walk into this maze and disappear. He's a ghost. But I made it upstairs, and you have to watch this right here. You might find yourself in this kind of situation. There's a whole bunch of NPCs out there. I started throwing hands, and these guys, honestly, tell you the truth, shapeshifters. And good thing I had armor and snacks on me. I was going to find myself in a worst case scenario. I'm talking about that stomach being upset. You go to the bathroom and you realize there's no toilet paper. That's a stinky situation. Now, there's a whole bunch of NPCs out here. I didn't care about the NPCs at my 6 because I wasn't turning my gosh darn fat neck for any of them. I started throwing all my hands over here. And once I took them out, I got to get this police car and I got to drive it nicely over here. It's raining. Can you believe it? I'm slipping and sliding everywhere. But watch out for these NPCs. They don't miss bullets. My car's sitting here. How do they know it's going to be here? Do they have a tracker on me? I'm not sure if I'm tagged. I can tell you this right here. I know this for a fact. I'm leaving this mission in style because I'm not taking this car. This car's only going right up the street. Look at this. See how cool move there right there. And a cool style I'm talking about. I'm leaving it here with some wings, I can tell you. I came in here with cankles and I'm leaving with wings. Can you believe it? I'm talking about over here at the police station. There's always a helicopter here. I don't know why people tell me there's never a helicopter. There's always a helicopter here. Listen, I'm chafing. I'm out of breath, but parkour, this instincts are kicking in right here. Notice. There's a gosh darn helicopter every time for me, no joke. This is an easy way to get this little mini heist here done. Time to fly away. So I flew over here. I'll be honest with you, I wanted to crash into them. I said, no, what? I'm not restarting this mission again. So I gave them the goods. I said, Deb, here's a good old $500,000 plus. Also an extra $20,000 because their setup missions give you $20,000 in total. But after that, I came over here back to the auto shop. The super dollar deal, the second best mission you can do at the auto shop right here. There's not a dollar store I can find where something there is worth $1 anymore. That I can tell you. But I know up the gosh darn coast right here, there's a guy just chilling, and that's the guy with the plane. Now, these NPCs in this mission, honestly, tell you the truth, they don't miss. I made sure to have armor and snacks because I always get myself in a pickle. I can't throw any of these little things outside my car, and it misses every time. Can you believe my accuracy? Now, a whole bunch of NPCs that keep on respawning. My car isn't equipped for this, but I started throwing hands with this big old truck. The truck I never use in GTA Online. To be honest with you, it's a waste of money, that truck. This is a great mission to get my anger out of this truck right here. I think it's like $1 million plus. I'll never, ever, ever, ever use this thing ever in GTA 5 Online, but inside here, there's some valuable stuff. So I started looting all the gosh darn boxes in here because that's the objective of the mission right here. And I'm a man with a plan. There's double money and RP on here for me because I have GTA Plus. Again, I'm the problem, not the solution when it comes to GTA Plus. And today I'm doing A-OK because I reached a destination. Now, I wanted to see if this guy can actually fall into the water right here. I always like messing with people at the end of the gosh darn mission. To be honest with you, I was a little too slow and he didn't make it all the way to the ocean. But I'm pretty sure he can fall into the ocean right there. But living the good. Second contract that's best for the auto shop right here. $333,000. Actually $350,000 because I got myself the $20,000 for the setups. But if you want to see the top 3 businesses that made me $155 million, 100% solo in GTA 5 Online, check out this video right here. I'll catch you on it.